Imagine telling a teenager today that people in the 1990s used to call their friends and hope their parents didn't answer the phone. Or that you couldn't use the internet and the phone at the same time. Or that if you wanted to listen to one song, you might have to buy an entire album for it. The 1990s weren't that long ago. But a lot of everyday things from that decade would feel completely strange today. So today, we're re-looking at 7 things that were totally normal in the 1990s, but would seem weird, inconvenient, or even unbelievable now. And trust me, some of these will make you glad technology changed. Let's start with something that anyone who lived through the 90s remembers instantly: dial-up internet. Before Wi-Fi, fiber internet, or even broadband, most people connected to the internet using their home phone line. And when you clicked connect, your computer made one of the most unforgettable sounds in tech history. A weird mix of beeps, screeches, and robotic noises. But the real problem: while you were online, nobody could use the phone. If someone in your house picked up the phone while you were on the internet, the connection would instantly drop. Imagine trying to watch YouTube today and suddenly getting disconnected because someone wanted to call their friend. Not to mention the speed. A single photo could take minutes to load. A short video, forget it. But at the time, people thought it was incredible. Next, calling someone without texting first. Today, if someone randomly calls you without texting, it can feel a little strange. But in the 1990s, that was completely normal. There were no texting apps, no messaging notifications, and no "are you free to talk?" You just picked up the phone and called. And here's the awkward part: many times their parents answered, which meant you had to say something like, "Hi, is John there?" and then wait while their parents yelled across the house for them. Sometimes you'd even end up making small talk with someone's mom or dad before they got to the phone. For teenagers today, that would probably feel terrifying. Third on our list is renting movies at video stores. Before streaming services, watching a movie required an actual trip to a store. And the king of those stores was Blockbuster. On a Friday night, families would drive to the video store and walk through aisles filled with VHS tapes. You'd browse the shelves, read the backs of movie cases, and try to decide what to watch. But there was always a big problem. If the movie you wanted was popular, it might already be rented out. Which meant the empty case would still be on the shelf, but the tape itself would be gone. And if you forgot to return the movie on time, late fees. Lots of them. Streaming might not feel exciting today. But compared to this system, it's incredibly convenient. Number 4. Memorizing phone numbers. Today, most people barely know any phone numbers by memory. Why would they? Your smartphone stores everything. But in the 1990s, you had to actually remember phone numbers. Your friends' numbers. Your relatives' numbers. Your relatives' numbers. Your house number. Sometimes even emergency contacts. People often kept small notebooks or address books filled with numbers. And if you forgot someone's number, you either had to call someone who knew it or look it up in a giant phone book. Yes, an actual physical book filled with thousands of phone numbers. At number 5, we have disposable cameras. Taking photos in the 1990s was very different. Today, you can take hundreds of photos instantly on your phone. But back then, many people used disposable cameras. You'd take photos during a vacation, birthday, or event, but you couldn't see them right away. You had to finish the entire roll of film and then take the camera to a store to get it developed. Then you'd wait a few days to get the printed photos. And sometimes the results were disappointing. Maybe someone blinked. Maybe the photo was blurry. Maybe your finger covered the lens. But you wouldn't find out until days later. Number 6 is buying music on CDs. Today, music is everywhere. You can open an app and instantly listen to millions of songs. But in the 1990s, if you liked a song, you usually had to buy the entire album on CD. One popular song might be the reason you bought a CD with 12 or 13 other tracks you didn't even know. People would go to music stores, browse albums, and listen to samples through headphones. And if your CD got scratched, that was a problem. Your favorite song might suddenly skip every few seconds. Many people even carried large CD binders in their cars, filled with dozens of albums. Streaming completely changed that experience. And finally, number 7. Getting directions without GPS. Today, if you want to go somewhere, you open a map app and follow turn-by-turn directions. But in the 1990s, there was no GPS on your phone. Instead, people used paper maps, or they printed directions from early internet sites, or they simply memorized the route. Sometimes you'd even write the directions down on a piece of paper and place it on the passenger seat. If you missed a turn, you might get completely lost. Road trips often meant stopping at gas stations just to ask for directions, something that rarely happens anymore. Looking back, the 1990s weren't that long ago, but technology has changed everyday life so much that many normal things from that decade now feel completely outdated. From dial-up internet, to renting movies at stores, to memorizing phone numbers, it's crazy how quickly things evolve. And who knows? Maybe 20 years from now, people will look back at things we do today and think they're just as weird. So here's a question for you. Which of these things do you remember, and which one seems the strangest today? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos about fascinating changes in everyday life.